What's up, everybody?
Hey.
Did everybody do the same thing? Like,
What's up, everybody?
Hey, what's happening? What's happening?
How you doing? How you guys doing?
I'm doing good.
Living the Vita, as one might say.
Living the Vita, eating Velveeta, and it's it's not great.
Haven't had
My
Velveeta
grandmother
in like
Rita.
a long time. Wow, grandmother Rita, Mama Rita. You know,
Mama Grandmammy Rita.
That was my
I don't know that I've
my
ever had
grandma's
Velveeta.
real name.
Rita
and
Costa.
just revealed some personal information, some details about his life. Telling about Grandma Rita.
He had the most unique accent that I've ever heard.
George transformed in like a podcaster for like 1 second. Like, tell me about Grandma Rita.
Do you feel like you have that accent in you?
In me?
Yeah.
I've never
Is
heard
it-
anyone. It's like
I
this,
would like to hear it if you could.
Mhm.
We all would. Everyone listening.
Yeah, you're of Portuguese descent, if I recall correctly,
yeah,
Benjamin.
this is my Irish side.
This is a different accent than I was
I
imagining.
feel like it was Irish, some weird Irish St. Louis like combination.
Irish St. Louis.
It's like she used to play a game called Kings in the Corner, and talk about got to clean the tarlet.
The turlet.
Is that where? Yeah, turlet.
Turlet's a
Tarlet.
common one. Tarlet is I've never heard.
Tarlet.
But that's I like it, and I'm gonna now incorporate that into my own speech.
There is a region of the Mucklands where they call it a tarlet.
Excuse me, y'all have a tarlet?
It wasn't. That's the thing. It wasn't like a Southern accent. It was like this weird.
It's like, yeah, the Irishy.
Irish
Yeah.
tarlet.
For fear of offending people, I will not be trying to do this.
It's okay.
It's a good. I am Irish.
You're Higgins.
I am Higginsian.
So go ahead.
You're Irish.
Anyway, this was
Listen,
an odd way to start off the actual play today.
Yeah.
So let's,
But why don't you guys advertise the video you guys just did for those who only tuned in for the actual play?
oh yeah, just like announcements. We'll like do that thing where people say we got a couple of announcements we can go through.
Yeah.
You want to kick it off? Huh?
Well,
that's
first,
the energy we got.
I want to shout out MMK on Patreon.
Huge shout out.
And speaking of Patreon, we just released a new class for Land of Eem called the Tycoon.
Brand new class.
Yeah, I'm going to kill my character and we're going to restart as a tycoon.
Well, we're definitely going to do that.
I called that
You guys
in
died
the
today.
last video
Yeah.
for any of you that are watching both times.
Yeah.
Just know that I called that George would do anything to play a tycoon.
I will do anything to somehow rule the Land of Eem and have 6 hexes.
Yeah, this is where your 6 hexes come into play.
This is tycoon level 10 ability, 1 hex, 2 hex, red hex, 6 hex.
That's it.
Mhm.
Canon.
Yep, it's done.
Other announcements? What else we got going on?
I have another announcement. We hit our first milestone on the podcast, actually. And for those of you that don't watch the YouTube and are listening to the podcast, today we hit our 1,000th download of the podcast, which is essentially us reissuing the YouTube videos for all the people that asked for it to have it in audio. So you can check for it on. Go ahead,
What's
Ben.
funny? Well, I was just going to say, what's funny is that the people hearing this, listening to it only, it's going to be like 5 years from now.
Yeah, there's that many episodes. It will be like 5
It's
years
like
from now.
light coming from a distant star. It's like,
I mean, like there may be 1 or 2 people who are like, "Hey, I missed this Saturday. Let me just podcast it."
Yeah, let me.
Or
just
is it not out yet? It's not out. Going to be out.
This
for
one
like-
isn't out yet. We started at the beginning, and there's so many episodes.
Let us begin
that
at the
we
beginning.
publish them once every couple of weeks, so people are catching up. There's a lot of folks that listen and don't even see the YouTube. They just are at the beginning of the adventure. So it's always fun to get comments and responses from people that are experiencing our actual play of things that I totally don't remember that happened
That's, like,
years ago.
Really funny. Like
That's fun.
I would have to go back to my previous character sheet and like Google it.
Oh,
Really
there's
Google
like
it.
a bunch of like random funny adventures with Crazy Ernie that have been coming up recently in
Oh my
season
gosh.
2. which is
captured or caught in that dungeon in his house, and I fell in love with that girl, and then she got really clingy and weird.
I do remember that. It's a highlight of the stream. But anyway, yes. Thanks everybody for downloading the podcast version of the actual play. If you are interested in it and you are also a video viewer, you can check it out, landofelem.com. It's available basically wherever you can download a podcast.
The best part about the podcast is you can't see us age.
That's really depressing, George.
That's true. Sorry. I mean, I've always had some gray in my beard, but these days it's catching up with me.
I was told like I was a silver fox the other day, and
no,
yeah, it's beginning.
I feel like in the last or whenever my kid was born, like I've aged like 10 years.
You don't know when your kid was born. whenever kid was born.
15 months ago.
It may have been a month ago. It may have been
last 15 months. I've aged 10 years.
Yeah,
I'm so excited for aging 10 years of my own.
Yeah, it's a certainty. You'll age 10 years in 10 minutes. In next year, we're gonna look like skeletons.
Yeah, it's gonna be live from the crypt.
Yeah,
3 crypt keepers.
We'll replace us with like marionettes of crypt keepers. Land of Eem.
I think we should all just commit to becoming VTubers.
What is a VTuber?
Ben knows.
I want to. Yeah, I
do. Wait! I can't be embarrassed. I don't know what that is. You have to tell me.
It's just like an anime cartoon head.
Yeah, but it's it's rigged in mocap to you, basically.
Yeah. I do. I totally know what that actually. I just didn't know it was called VTubing.
Oh yes.
VTubery.
Y'all do the VTubing.
I do.
For some reason, I thought it'd be cool if we like VTubed at one point.
I think it would have been cool if we were Land of Eem characters.
That's what I mean.
Just like clearly we all look Muppetatious or something.
Not like Ranma 1/2 characters.
Wow.
1/2.
I like Ranma.
So I'll do it. I would do it.
Ranma Santom, I am in hell. All right, let's jump into this. Let's start playing Land of Eem, George. All right. You got to read the notes.
George is about to take us through a grand adventure of what happened on the last Land of Eem stream.
This was some stuff, guys. Let's buckle in. Quest 75, Jailbreak Hoedown. We are immediately confronted by 2 guards. I attempt to swashbuckler, then Ben corrects me, and I try to use narrator. And he says, this would be a swashbuckler, as I try to imply one of the guards has a pristine uniform and is a loyalist. However, I fail. They say, get him. And Hooch fibs that because he's wearing the guard outfit, that he's with them, and they believe him. The guys say we need to be put back into jail. Hooch goes to join them, and I bust out an epic solo to distract them. I use bad guy Boogaloo. It always works. Hooch biffs the lock once again, and Martang is irritated. I dance over to Hooch, and he grabs the magma spoon. Why did I put in parentheses or in quotes, Hooch, you grab the magma spoon from the dancing bird? I don't know if that was just like a funny thing in the moment, but you grabbed the magma spoon from the dancing bird.
You were the dancing bird.
I was the dancing bird, but it's funny. Hooch gets a 0 tinker check to use it and gets burned as he puts the spoon in his mouth. Footsteps approach. I change my song to Kitty Pot Pie so the other group will break out of jail and get a 6. In an act of desperation, Hooch swings the windy whirl, and we tie them all up. I have a stroke of moderate intellect and shove the bounding bag into Martang's cell, yelling, "Get in!" Hooch is getting wailed on. There's 1 crit on him. However, the second he catches the blade. Penny is inspired with a 10 and tries to distract them. It's a success with a twist, and one of them goes after her. So I'm attacked, get 5 dread inflicted upon me, and I whiff on the counter. I use my Calicorbishi to ghost into the cell and begin playing a terrible inventory management game to fit Martang in the bag. I know why I put this in quotes. I say, you're going to laugh when I say this, but I dropped my lucky anvil. And we get into a conversation how I've been counting it as only 2 slots. There's more combat. We brush past the inventory.
I love that. Here's what happened last time, and like things like that make the cut for what's in your notes. That's like my favorite.
I try to capture the ridiculousness of our lives. There's more combat. Hooch clocks the guy with a windy whirl. He's knocked out. Spins in slow motion, yelling. Hooch spins in slow motion, yelling, "Are you not entertained?" As one of the guys attacks Hooch, he fumbles his sword and Penny picks it up. But all of the whiffs by these guys sets up the last one to bear hug Hooch, inflicting 5 dread. A new next round hits, and I unleash Martang. Hooch ragdolls some dude, and he bounces all over the walls. More blows are exchanged. Hooch stands at 1 dread, and the other is lanced and completely obliterated by Martang, who now wields that Felmog lance thing we have. The halls are filled with the din of a jailbreak in the distance. We bend Bard's tail to get us to an area from which we might be able to escape, and are dragged through the kitchen by Martang into the lower security prisons, where there's a weak spot we might be able to bust through. With an 11, Hooch busts through the wall with his shield, his beetle shield that's been serving us so well for decades, it seems like. And we escape into the city, but are being chased. I attempt to wrest away the Lionheart lance from Martang to collapse the hole, but fail miserably, and we all go running off. As we tumble out of the hole, we land in a Copper Hat outdoor eatery. Hooch grabs the Nakadomki tube stake cart to use as a battering ram, and we find ourselves under fire from the archers on the walls. I try to tip over a deep fryer of warg haunch oil and roll a 1 and fail. Hooch busts through the portcullis, turns and slingshots the rope that's holding it and gets an 8. It's very heroic. I try to perceive the handle being rusted and about to break and roll another 1. This was like a bad set of rolls. We think we've escaped and then see guys leaping over the wall and more guys come up from behind us. So I attempt to song We Were Their Fear as Martang glistens in the light of day, but get another 1. I ask myself why. It's a failure with a plus. Martang absolves us of our debt to him. He's ready to exact his revenge and ushers us away. I lose the Lionheart for now, and we head back to the Shrine of Ogo. While we're traveling, we get a 6. There's a bump in the road. Snow's really coming down, and the conditions are really bad. Moving forward, there's a blizzard rolling in. It inflicts some dread on Hooch. It's just too cold for him. But I soothing music him and drag him back to his feet as the Shrine of Ogo guy comes to bring us in from the cold. We rejoice as we hear, well, if it isn't you guys again. Jedediah is back with a robot arm. He lost it in Fox Folly to the mudmen the size of a house. Jedediah and Maisel spent some time in the Quagmash and their relationship deepened. They're committed to each other and had themselves a wedding in Bugbear Holler, officiated by a really large bugbear lady named Pratflower. Snatch and Plucky, unfortunately. Yeah. Snatch and Plucky did not make it out of Fox Folly. They may end up died, but were left behind. I think we should roll for that. We roll for Martang's survival.
Yeah,
and we get an 8+1. So Turnip comes running in, and the word on the street is that Martang slew all 5 Tricky Toe Gangster / Copper Hat guys and made his way into the sewers. And we start our next adventure, recovering in the Shrine of Ogo.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. Okay, so what do you guys want to do?
Makes think Ben talking too much.
A broadside from up the public. What I'd like to do
clearly he's on my side.
Before we do anything, I gotta roll for my boy. It was Snatch and Plucky, right?
I guess. I
You
mean,
do.
It's not gonna affect anything.
It's gonna affect
It's
everything.
gonna affect my heart
And our morale. Yeah.
Only do 12.
Oh. Just describe it. Describe what happened to them in Fox Folly, James.
Snatch and Plucky think that they have hit the big time when they find a skeleton that is covered with jewels on the fingers and all that stuff. But then as soon as they go to pull the jewels out, the skeleton gets swallowed by the gator that takes them.
You guys can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Were you talking? When were you talking?
Oh, we got another can't hear Ben. We got a comment.
No, I see it.
Okay.
Ben can't be heard by this listener.
All right.
I can hear Ben.
He's just messing with us.
Hey, Jason.
Hey, Jason. Welcome to the stream.
Hey, how's it going?
All right, let's begin. Okay.
We have begun. We have already begun.
All right.
Yeah.
I started by rolling a
let us
1,
end.
killing Snatch and Plucky. I don't
It's
feel good
fine.
about this.
I mean, yeah.
Blood is on your hands, dude.
Some hands. They were eaten by a gator.
Blood is on your hands. Why has Ben frozen? That's interesting.
He's not frozen.
Perhaps refresh your Twitch, my friend.
Okay. So what are you guys going to do?
I'm going to roll all my ones right now. I rolled no ones. They're coming. They're coming up.
It's a curse, boy. A curse.
Uh,
We're going to end up in a tarlet.
Indeed, tarlet. Yeah, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Should we...
Well, our next move
is interesting. Let's just go unleash the can Scrockwing right now and see what happens.
Just in the city.
We
should. We could unleash the gremlin on Heartworm Hotel to eat away the security measures.
Yeah. Well, let's ask Maisel. I'll say, Maisel, what are we'll go to talk to Maisel and Jedediah, and I'll say, hey, so Jed, do you know anything about where Kate is?
No, he's being real cagey about it in his letters to me and Maisel.
So he's getting letters to you.
Real cryptic stuff in code.
Like hieroglyphs?
No.
Okay. I asked Jedediah, I say, like, I mean, surely there's got to be more of a resistance than this. Not to put too fine a point on it, but what's been happening while we're gone? What have you guys been doing since you got back? I know it's an uphill battle. It's not an accusatory thing. It's just, where are we at? Where do we stand?
Well, geez, we had to make our way back from the Quagmash, as you know.
I do.
And they only got here yesterday.
We've only been here a few weeks.
So nobody knows nothing.
I say, but you have, wait, did we rescued Penny, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Is she with us?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then we can include her in the conversation. I say, that's fine, Jedediah. Penny, can you tell us of any people who might be part of the resistance who might be able to help us? We busted you out. There may have been some more people who escaped in the jailbreak.
Maybe but I've been in jail for months. But here's what happened.
It's like a monk thing, isn't it?
You guys left.
Here's what happened.
And the Tricky Toes, I mean, they took over the whole city. They dethroned the magistrate. They turned the Copper Hats upside down, and they came after our establishment, and they kicked out all the bards, or worse. I mean, they killed some people. I was frankly lucky to be put in prison.
All right. What if
now they've got their thumb over the populace? They don't want to fight back. They can't. Like Tricky Toe gangsters walking the streets.
I have a really interesting thought. What if we get to like the highest point of Bogtown, wire up some amps, and I play an inspiring song to rouse the people?
Like The Crow.
And then I'll be like Dan Aykroyd and Jim Belushi and the Blues Brothers and go door to door using Rascal Night at Bogtown.
You gotta get the band back together
to get the to get the populace to know that we got their back and that it's time to take this town back from the Tricky Toes.
Yeah, I think we've like lost a little bit of momentum in terms of like what a plan might look like to get Bogtown back, but we also didn't have much of a plan when we got here. So
yeah, keep in mind there's a blizzard.
Mm-hmm. So I guess that's a good point, right? Like during the blizzard, it'd be harder to move around, but also there is going to be less stuff on the streets, less Tricky Toes. Yeah. Is there anywhere we want to go to? Did we bring what's her face, the Norks Noodle chick?
The Norks Noodle
Bunny Bad Apple.
Bad Apple.
Hey, thanks, Jason.
Oh yes.
That.
We're really excited about it.
Looked awesome. Yeah. Bonnie at Bad Apple. I think you guys just left her.
Yeah, I think we left.
Oh yeah,
her-
she was grinding up some meat for the menu.
I mean, she is a contact that you could drum up again.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would like to use Barfly.
Yeah, let's
I'd like to go out into the blizzard and use Barfly to find a non-tricky toe hidden tavern of rascals, called the Underground Turnip. Because my intention is to start to spread the word that the Tricky Toes time has come.
nice.
Look at that. 14. So I am gonna use the barkeep will answer any one question, and I'm gonna say, hey, where's the leader of the Tricky Toe gang? Are they in the Heartworm
Wow.
Hotel?
Some good info.
Can't hear you, Ben. Now the prophecy comes true.
Sorry. This man sees in the future.
They say he's in a underground bunker beneath the hotel.
Okay.
Benito Hotel.
He's an old man, very frail.
He is.
That's different than we thought.
Who is the leader of the Tricky Toe gang now?
You only get
Only
one question.
Old man.
Regulated by
they call
Georgie.
him. Old man
Somebody-
Shumbry.
Old man.
Dwag is old now?
Chumbrey.
Was Dwag old the whole time?
It's like 98.
Or is that Dwag's dad? Papa
No.
Chumbray.
Papa
He's been old.
Okay.
It's Vito
I
Chumbry.
mean, the Tricky Toe gang has been around. It's been around for a long time.
All right. Well, what if we took over the Heartworm Hotel? Just like completely took it over, made it our own place.
All right. Sorry. Let me figure out a couple things real quick. Things we know about Dwag Chumbray. He loves honey. It is true that he wants to kill a drake with his own two hands, and now he has a drake.
I forgot about the
Okay.
Drake. I hate the
Okay.
Drake.
Speaking of the Drake, you hear like a screech in the night, and Maisel kind of like jumps a little bit. She says, "That monster."
So we
again."
hear a Wilhelm scream. I say this to Hooch. I say, I mean, if we show up again as Specs and Groucho, you think they'd welcome us back?
These are our aliases when we snuck in the first time, right?
Yep.
Specs and Groucho.
Yeah.
Oh,
If
hilarious.
I recall, that didn't go exactly.
No,
Great.
it never does.
No. Oh, Penny is loved by the Hinterlander is another interesting fact.
Interesting.
I forgot about that.
That
is-
is interesting.
that
We could
is-
use that to our advantage.
Because the Hinterlander is an issue right now as well, right? He's like at their side.
Right, and clearly, look, we got to watch it because the Drake is like patrolling at night. But if we get into a situation where it gets too hairy with the Drake, you know what to do, right?
Kaiju battle Scrockwing can.
Yes. Kaiju battle. Just release the Scrockwing. It'd be like the Eagles coming to Mordor, except
Yeah.
for all of them are bad.
Yeah, everyone's bad. Oh my god. Okay, so we still have a notebook with info on. Okay, that was info on Goad.
We would
And
all
then-
obviously roll to see what happened, but my first image was just like you guys doing that and like releasing a Scrockwing, and then it just gets like melted by the Drake's acidic. Like,
I like you start to
projectile.
like see it bust out of the can, and then the can just dissolves.
And melting us as well because we'll be directly underneath it.
Oh my god. Okay.
The Scrockwing though is bigger than the Drake. No,
That is true. That is true.
All
like
of
it would be a formidable enemy for the Drake.
I believe it's
Yeah.
pronounced formidable.
But
Drake
anyway,
is,
yeah, that's
Drake is probably smarter.
True.
Have we met this Drake? Is this the same Drake as down
We
in
hate
the
the Drake.
Mash? We hate
Yeah,
Drake.
Yeah.
it's the same
Okay,
Drake.
so I can't make a good news that he's actually a dumb Drake.
Good news, everyone.
Good news, everyone.
This Drake is
He's
stupid.
an idiot. Yeah.
That's the best use of the power ever. Hey,
Yeah.
I got some good news.
That would be really good news.
This Drake is a moron.
I mean, you could go ahead.
Go ahead. Right in this instant, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna focus on making the Drake stupid.
Not only is the Drake stupid, he's functionally illiterate.
Okay.
Yeah. He needs to be spoon-fed every day.
Yeah, he
that what
can follow
illiterate
basic tasks like
No,
microwave.
that's not what illiterate means. But I'm just elaborating on what this curse on him is.
I mean, he's not as smart as your average Drake. You know what I mean?
mhm.
Hate the Drake. Okay, so the Drake's on the prowl. The Hinterlander likes Penny, which is really useful. And Chumbry is hidden in a bunker underneath the Heartworm Hotel. Well, dude, do we try to cut the head off the snake? Do we like capture Chumbry?
I mean,
Eliminate his Drake. Just like turn the tide.
what if it becomes like a Dread Pirate Robert situation, though? You know,
Where one of us becomes Chumbry?
So the Maisel can chime in and say that the most visible member of the Tricky Toe gangs is Goad the Toad Triple Toe,
Oh yeah, that guy.
who they say that he is in the vault.
which is where the Felmogs used to be, right?
Yeah, and they've seen the Drake go in and out of the vault.
That might be our next move then.
Didn't we try to turn Dwog and Goad against each other? Because Goad wanted us to take out the big boss.
Bog might be a prisoner. For all we know. You know what I mean? Because he was trying to get away from Goad the Toad.
Yeah, we have a. Do we still have the notebook with info on Goad, or did we give that away? Oh, we gave that to Peachy Keen Eyes.
Peachy Kina.
Did you guys ever talk to Dwog? Did you ever see him?
We
Yeah.
caught him. We physically caught him in the Quagmash, right?
I think that's
No,
Next to
that-
the Boggle Fort.
That's Harn Twinbeard.
Oh,
Harn
that's
Twinbeard,
Harn
okay.
Twinbeard, you're right.
No.
you're right.
We've interacted with Dwog though.
It would have to be when you went into the hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
it
know
was
that
when
we
we
did.
went, it was when we were Specs and Groucho, I thought. And then we were in a random dungeon forever.
I think you were trying to get to him. I don't know if you did.
Oh, so remember I was trying to make it so that Dwog wanted to hunt the dragon with his own two hands to
Yes.
and we were gonna lure him out and get him into combat with a dragon, and hopefully he goes down. But it said what I have in bold is we've severed all ties with Dwog by escaping. Perhaps he's still interested in the hunt. So I think that initially we were kind of undercover, and we blew our cover and severed our ties with him. So Spets and Groucho were burned, I guess, when we escaped through the random dungeon. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think you guys were trying to talk to him, and it went south.
Mhm. I think it went south. That sounds about right. Then we ran into Donathan Danduni down at the amphitheater.
Jonathan Danduni.
All right, so we know this thing about Goad. If we could find, I really want to. Originally, we were going to pit Goad and Dwog against each other, and we had information on Goad, and Goad did try to tell us to off the old man, essentially. So I wonder if that's still a thing we could set them against each other. The Bogtown Civil War.
Possibly.
Ben, as a GM, would that be a line of reasoning we could pursue? Like
I
we
mean,
could spread
He's going to
rumors.
say you'll
among
have
us.
to find out, and then we're going to
No,
find
no,
out.
that's fine. I just like I just
I
wanna
like
make sure-
you just ask questions to the Maisel type thing, so she could tell you that
Mhm.
like Dwog, he's kind of eating it up. Like his
What does that mean?
he's kind of like famous. You know, he's essentially the mayor face of the town. Like Dwog might pull the strings, but he's the big shot in town. Goat.
You mean Goat is? Yeah.
Oh, okay. So Goad is eating up the fame.
So he might be like satisfied at the moment.
Yeah.
Okay. So then pitting Dwog against Goad. Here we've already burned ourselves with Dwog. And honestly, I think we burned ourselves with Goad too.
Yeah, they hate us. Both of them hate us. I don't think there's any world where we have audience. So I think our only thing we can do is create some sort of a Shadow Master signal like Batman, and then make everybody afraid of the Shadow Master and what's coming for him.
Just
We're
keep
gonna-
saying "Fear me."
You know,
We're going to turn this into Gotham City.
if I may interject, Gold
Please.
is the type of guy that I don't even know if he'd remember you.
Especially if we put on.
Specs
So
and
do-
Groucho.
Do we go back to Specs
He's
and
just
Groucho?
So
He's like so full of himself that
full of himself.
Yeah.
That's good to know. We can like fawn over him, maybe become his yes man.
I just wonder if we shouldn't get close to him and then just really like pit him against. Oh, Jason, we're in Bogtown. If you want to read more in the Mucklin Sandbox,
The
that
big
would
city.
be where we're at. Big Apple, 3 a.m.
There's a lot of stuff though that like is influencing Bogtown right now, like from the sandbox
Quagmash
elsewhere,
and other places.
just
Yeah,
from like
yeah, man.
76 sessions of playing. So
Yeah.
you won't find a Drake in town.
I would guess what you're reading is going to be like. He'll still get like the details.
Not
and
when
the
we're through with
nitty-gritty.
that Drake.
Yeah,
Huh?
applesauce. Turn him into applesauce. Drake.
Well, George, I'm into this Groucho and Specs plan.
Yeah, I think that this is going to be our best course of action, and then we can maybe poison him against Dwog.
Yeah, why should Dwog be the mayor? You're the one doing all the work.
Yeah.
It sells itself. This is a great plan.
Yeah, well, yeah. I think that this is going to be another classic time where we try to do this exact thing and it fails horribly, and it's going to be entertaining.
Also, let's get Penny to write a letter to the Hinterlander that
Dearest beloved Hinterlander,
she feels. Dearest beloved,
I'm writing
Hinterlander,
to you today.
if only you were on the right side of history, we could be together.
What if we I was going to say honeypot, but basically like we employ Penny's like feminine wiles to lure out
Oh,
the
she'll love
Hinterlander. What if okay,
Wait, did she
No,
like
no,
him
no, no,
too,
no, no.
though? Wait, I thought she liked him too.
I think that might be the thing, is that what if we got them to
He's
run
like
away
the tall,
together
dark, and handsome
and
guy,
just
right?
took them out of here?
Penny says once he
Oh,
aligned with those people for money. I mean,
He
that
did it for money. Just a little bit of money.
I don't know why he did it, but he did it.
I can't good news anything about him. Oh, I kind of want to give him an out. Let me see if I have any abilities. The not encountered yet thing is tough. Ben, do you think that could? Nah, it probably wouldn't be, right? Like if you put a not like took away the not encountered yet and made it more like if you have not encountered them recently.
I think, George, that those were temporary shackles. I don't think that's in the final book.
Everything's changed.
That's completely my fault. I have the rulebook final PDF.
I think it's because you were trying to do stuff that was wild.
What wild and crazy kids? Oh my gosh, I'm unfettered. I always know the latest, greatest news from around the land. Once every session, create a positive rumor or news about a person, place, or thing. I've been
The Hinterlander
I've been
only joined
bamboozled.
them because he's earning money for college.
He wants to go to finishing school and do his cotillion.
He's paying the rent of his grandmother in Fellog.
I mean, what if? Oh
I
my
didn't
gosh,
understand that.
dude. Good news is so much more powerful now.
That's what George
No, this is really good. This is good news. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. Dwag Chumbre has the Hinterlanders. Okay, what do we know about the Hinterlander? Does he like animals, or he was hunting drakes? What if he has this like hunting dog? What if he has his hunting dogger hostage?
He has what?
His hunting dogger
is held hostage.
Is held hostage.
He's being
extorted, basically.
Extorted.
Like, yeah.
Blackmail.
I didn't want to go with like a grandma or like a sister or something. I mean, we could clearly do that. But like, I feel like
it's pretty funny. That's like a
yeah. All right, James? What do you think? Which one? Pick something that Hunterlander.
I'll back your
holds
play.
dear.
I love the hunting dog version. That's fun.
Benny,
Snoopy.
can I roll it?
Yeah.
It's hunting dog, Mr. Peabody.
Mr. Peabody. The only person in this world I trust.
Let me check what my total is. Good news is
not 2, please.
Where
realms?
Oh, that's going to be 2, 4 plus. Yeah, it's 4.
All right. Failure with a plus.
Okay.
So that's not true. But
none of it.
Wow. Reversal.
What could be a plus?
Maybe there is something
There
that
is
we could
something.
uncover if we look hard enough.
There is something.
Like the plus could be that. Is this too much of a plus that he's not there voluntarily in a way, but like that wasn't the reason, or is that like too much in our favor for a failure with a plus?
I think let's just go with there's definitely something you can uncover.
Okay, I like that. There's definitely something we can uncover.
Could work with it.
What if we and the Hinterlander's based out of the vault?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, we're going to the vault.
Yeah, we are.
We're gonna read his diary.
Just one question: who's Specs and who's Groucho? I can't remember.
Oh no, we just need new identities.
We should just guess and then discover if we reversed it later. And then
Ben doesn't even know.
I feel like I do know.
Oh,
then that makes it great. I will be Specs then.
Okay, and I'll be Groucho. I think that is probably the inverse, which is like.
And if it's the inverse,
yeah.
if it's the inverse, that
was my instinct.
Oh, it was okay.
Because like it's funnier to have like glasses on a bird beak.
I would just imagine Hooch being Groucho for some reason.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, I will be Groucho then. It makes more sense that I would be Groucho.
I feel like that would just come out of your mouth, James. I'm Groucho.
Right. I heard myself in you, and it's true now. I'm Groucho. Done.
Meanwhile, Jedediah says,
well, you caused quite a stir with Brutus Martang, so I think I'm gonna find him.
I say he's
right.
He starts putting on galoshes.
Yeah, and then he like puts on like
for a special
face
occasion.
paint and like just like face blacks himself, and then we tell him there's a blizzard outside. Yeah.
Great to see you again.
Shake his
clank,
hand.
clank.
Like he's got like a really firm handshake. It's
Yeah.
wild.
If Jedediah truly dies, I mean, truly, there is a death scene with Jedediah. I want it to be the end of Terminator 2, where he gives us a thumbs up as he gets lowered into a vat of lava. Like, I want that
Why?
to be the
Why
sacrifice.
is he still alive? Is he being lowered into a vat of lava? No one else.
Skynet. I mean,
I can't let him get the chip in my brain.
yes. He's more machine than man. Oh my
This is
gosh.
my
All right.
West
Sorry,
Hero
guys. I'm
chip.
sorry.
I ain't dying, boy. Don't worry about me.
I cry a little bit. I feel like I've lost him once before.
Y'all worry about yourselves, you hear?
I ain't worried about nothing.
We say we're invincible.
Then we high five.
Now,
Yeah.
let's meet
Kind of
back here
state
tomorrow
lessons.
night at the latest. We can regroup.
We'll do our best, but no promises.
I need
We
a
all put-
promise, son. We got to do this right.
We're not doing it all.
I put the fake glasses on Brendo dramatically and say, "All right, I promise."
Good.
Now somebody give me a fake nose and mustache.
Maisel sighs heavily and
Also
reaches
not
into
a
her coat. Yeah. yeah.
She's been holding on to him for all this
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. Surprisingly, she's been using them to great effect.
Yeah, she's a detective. You know, she's got to go undercover sometimes.
Yeah. All right. This is a great plan. Let's clearly rest and reconstitute our courage for the night. I guess I can just use campfire songs.
Oh yeah, I need it. I have a low
I
curve.
mean, I think let me roll.
The blizzard killed me last time. Remember?
Yeah, it's a 9. We get none of us have any conditions, so we all heal plus level courage. And if there's a someone dangerous, a wandering intruder with a gregarious disposition visits instead. So
you guys are in a place of comfort. So
I was hoping that was going to be the case.
you
Yeah,
roll 2d6.
2D and effects of life.
Rudy Tooty. Rudy Tooty 6.
Rudy 2D6, 10. I'm full.
I'm full.
You
And
have
our
to roll
stomachs
your
are
own.
full too.
You got to roll your own, James.
Oh. Oh.
Big boy
Come
rolls.
on.
Half full.
I'm almost full.
I top you off with a soothing song.
With the
Actually,
laser in your
I
brain
drink a fizzy whiz.
Yeah.
I drink a fizzy whiz.
Yeah, there you go. Drink your fizzy whiz.
right before
You
bed.
just guzzle it. Your teeth are rotting out of your skull.
I can't sleep. I'm just like burping and farting all night.
Man, I'm really glad we got this lifetime supply of fizzy whiz. Yeah, your teeth just are like yellow. And
The idea of a
Happy
mushroom drinking a carbonated beverage, I feel like it would just like dissolve him from the inside. Like I feel like mushrooms have to have a special diet of just like earth.
it's definitely taking an effect. It's
Should we see what
I'm
happens
jittery.
to Hooch? Like
I'm
every
a roll
quest, he might
d12.
get a wound.
got a mutation.
Yeah, a mutation would be really funny.
I rolled a 2, whatever that is on the mutations.
That was his vitality check to resist the mutation.
I feel great, you guys.
I think it's a d20.
D20.
I'm gonna roll. That's a 1. I'm just really curious as to what that is.
You glow green and lose all your hair. Minus
I mean,
one
it's-
charm.
Oh, okay.
All right, Cannon.
Are you
I'm
doing it?
glowing green. Yeah.
I love it.
I'm gonna pretend to be a ghost.
The room smells like rotting wood in the morning.
Yeah.
You've been dipping into like a Mountain Dew type flavor. That's
It's code green.
might want to lay off that flavor.
Yeah.
So
All
he's glowing green and all his hair falls out.
I have no hair, so that's fine. But I am.
Yeah.
I love the idea of I look like an extra life.
Someone's gonna eat you and get an extra life.
They will.
Cade Cataran just home.
I already spent my extra.
You're like one of those poison mushrooms from that like lost level.
Oh, like Mario 2 or Lost
Yeah,
Levels.
yeah.
All right, so the next morning comes. You guys are well rested. Still snowing outside.
Nice.
You're gonna make it over to the vault.
Yes.
We're gonna die in the snow on the way. I'm very excited about this. Let me kick this off with my terrible roll.
No, it's gonna be a 12. I know it.
I want a DZ. It's a 10, but I'm gonna use
A
the
DZ.
compass to give us a DZ. If I can find the, I have to like literally Google things in my own document to find anything anymore.
Google.
Google. +1 to a travel check. That's 11, and I'm going to use a quest point to make it a 12.
Look at this guy. Okay.
I desperately needed to discover something.
Professional.
I am Amerigo Vespucci.
Roll a D100 then.
I'm very excited about this.
Hundo.
Is that one?
What?
What was the first thing on your list, Ben?
PCs come across a small cemetery. One of the gravestones belongs to Peter the Bold, fallen hero from
Peter
the older days.
Peter the Bold.
There's a lonely ring sitting in the dirt next to the stone. For people that don't know, Peter the Bold was my first ever D&D character. The dwarf.
Now made immortal in the Land of
So
Eem.
would he be a dwerg in this campaign?
No, he's a dwarf.
Oh, there were dwarves. That's right. Maybe.
There are dwarves.
There are dwarves.
Far away.
They're very rare, and it's canon that they exist. But
If you listen, you can hear them singing as they pick into the earth.
They sound like those like the dudes in the Dark Crystal that are walking.
Oh. Turnip,
George.
or should I pick it up? Or who should pick it up? I'm gonna invite it.
I think
Pick it up.
People are dying to get in. Yes. Oh, okay. I love it, Jason.
Oh, Jason.
I'll pick it up. I'll look at it and I'll kind of polish it off and I'll say, who would have left a ring like this and a gravestone like this? I mean, maybe someone who really respected this Peter the Bold. Is there any inscription on the headstone?
It says, "Here lies Peter the Bold, hero of the realm."
I learn his story immediately and get an XP.
Peter the Bold.
A dwarven king.
He was a dwarven king. What was remarkable about Peter the Bold?
Everything. What wasn't?
I think he went to
I think mayonnaise in the Land of Eem.
I'm trying to recall like an ancient 4th grade D&D adventure where
I love Ben accessing his memories.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to recall an ancient.
We went through a portal to modern day.
Wow.
And I think we went to like
show.
David Letterman.
David Letterman, you're right. That's such a loaded beginning of like talking about how you used to play D&D. Like we were in 4th grade. I played a dwarf warrior who went through a portal in time and ended up on the David Letterman show. That's what happened. That's the story, unedited.
Humble beginnings. Humble beginnings, Ben.
What made him a hero and famous is that he was the first dwarf to ever be interviewed on the David Letterman show. First and only.
Oh yeah, I wield this battle axe and whatnot.
It's great.
They tell
And
me
then he got angry.
He had a meltdown like Harvey Picard.
Okay, yeah, I don't have any good things to say about what his life is in
No,
the Land of Eem.
that's totally fine.
See if the ring is made out of gold by biting it.
Yeah, I was actually going to bite it after I polish it. What is
You-
does the ring have any inscriptions, Ben?
You get the sense, George,
Mm-hmm.
from your time as an adventurer that this thing is magic.
Thank God you
Whoa.
didn't say cursed. I guess cursed is a form of magic.
But magic you don't want.
Yeah. I put the ring on. The mists swirl around me, and I hear Nazgul in the distance.
Oh God. Great eye is drawn
Yeah.
to you.
Ah!
Do you want to do a lore check on like what
No.
this ring could be associated with gold?
Yes.
No.
I do.
I don't know. I don't want to know what it does.
It's a critical
Holy
lore.
shit.
It's a Hugh Laurie.
It's a full
I think
Hugh
actually
lore.
I don't have a +3. No, I have a +2.
It wouldn't matter. You rolled a 12.
It's true.
All of it.
Yes.
Ben's just over there doing a Sudoku.
Yeah. How do I make them add up to 9?
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Um,
amongst yourselves. The
okay.
Industrial Revolution was neither industrial nor revolution.
This is the part of the stream where George GMs himself.
Hosts Coffee Talk with Linda Richmond.
Wow. Coffee.
I'm gonna have to like make up an item, basically.
Does it not say what it does?
No.
This is
Really?
the first discovery you had in this area. You want to just randomly roll affixes and suffixes for it?
I'm legitimately
All right.
surprised it doesn't say what it does.
Well, it says random magic ring, but there's not a great way to do that.
I think we should just generate an item and then like change the item for ring. Would that be interesting?
We should make a random magic ring generator.
All right, actually, just okay.
Just forget it. Re-roll.
Roll a D100, George.
So excited! It's a 62.
62.
Okay, cut that in half. That is a 31.
It's the Baskin Robbins ring of infinite flavors.
Rum raisin. I cast rum raisin.
It's delicious. It works. I mint chocolate chip.
Cast
Jeff.
mint chip.
Yeah. Jamocha almond fudge.
I cast bubblegum birthday cake.
That sounds so disgusting.
It is.
Yeah.
Bubblegum ice cream.
Bold
I haven't
flavor.
had that in many years, but I have had it long ago. Probably at a thrift. The nice tube-shaped cone.
A Nakadonkey cone, if you will.
Nakatoki.
It's-
Bubblegum ice cream.
it is a unicorn ring.
What?
Whoa.
You look at it and it like looks
It's a mood ring. Sorry, what did you say, Ben?
it looks like a piece of a unicorn's horn is like embedded in the ring.
Whoa.
Amazing. I will use this to wed my future wife.
So it gives you +1 treasure hunting.
Whoa. That's nice.
That's what we're all about because we're going to get into a random dungeon here in a second.
And however, fairy folk dislike whoever wears it.
That makes sense. Because the unicorn died in the making of that ring.
I mean, yeah, a unicorn definitely. How many, Ben? How many unicorn rings can you make from a single unicorn horn?
Oh, this is mass produced, so just like a whole bunch of unicorns were butchered.
It cuts to like a factory somewhere in Bogtown where a fat boggart is just like,
Yeah.
how many were coming off the line?
Yeah. You got unicorn rings, and then on the other side you have glue.
Oh, just take the majesty out of it.
Yep. I mean, they're just a horse at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying?
But it's really good glue.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
It's magic
Best I
glue.
ever seen.
it's like
Magic
rubber
really-
cement level. You know.
Oof.
Yeah.
It's like a really morbid.
Rubber cement being a magical kind of glue.
Yeah.
It blows elements out of water.
All right, that's your discovery on the
Thank
way
you.
over to the vault.
You're benevolent, and I
Our
appreciate you.
14-minute discovery.
I'm sorry.
I mean, I think that
us,
the
it's us.
viewers appreciate insight into Ben's beginnings as a
I know
PC.
I do.
I
We
do.
should
as
have
well.
a Ben tells old D&D stories hour on the podcast.
When we're 90, we will be doing that.
I remember when we had a campaign
We're
when that
sitting in
was
leather
on the
chairs,
Letterman show.
smoking pipes, talking about
Yeah.
the Letterman show and dwarves.
Yes. I love it. All of it.
All of it.
Yeah, so how far do we proceed into the city this round?
You make it over to the vault.
As we're traveling, Ben, I grab the molten spoon and pick up some snow to see what happens.
Pick up some snow to see what
Just
happens.
Still turns into lava.
He wants to see if, because it's snow but not liquid water, if the chemistry of the water matters.
I'm gonna say it does.
It does
Whoa.
matter, or it does turn into lava.
It does matter.
Maybe it just turns into slag, like hard, like a rock almost.
That's cool.
Maybe just like turns into vapor.
And then refreezes, and then it snows on us again.
Mhm. That's what happens. The
Yeah.
rest of the quest is us determining
Yeah.
the chemistry.
Ooh.
All right,
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna
I'm-
rap on
I'm
the door of
curious.
the. Which one am I? Specs?
Groucho.
Gotcha. My brain can't retain this information. I'm gonna rap on the door and be like, "Hey, let us in. We're freezing our butts off out here."
A wug.
It's always a
to the door.
wug. Why is it always a wug, Ben?
This wug is a hunchback. He's got an eye patch. He says,
Oh, who are you?
My name's Quadruple Toast Groucho.
Oh,
Gotta see the boss.
And I'm quadruple eyes specs.
come in. It's cold. It's cold.
Shuffle in and dust the snow off our coats and say, "Howdy, friend."
he starts dusting you off too.
I scratch him behind the ear.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you.
he's
We
like a
kiss.
really nice guy. So, what's going on here?
It's a blizzard. It's a blizzard outside.
No, I mean, what's going on in the vault? I heard all the Felmogs hightailed it and ran. They're real scared of these two heroes wandering around that everybody wants to be like when they grow up.
Yes. Things have changed.
I look
Go
to see
the
if his
toad treat
tail
you
is
well?
wagging. Yeah.
He doesn't respond. Says,
I'm not sure that he's seeing anyone at this hour.
Like he's not in a relationship, or what are you trying to say?
What?
It's quite early. He had a late night.
Well,
We've traveled
That's
this far.
okay.
Perhaps we can.
how about we just go in there and tuck him in? I crack my knuckles.
Let me go ask.
Wait, hold on a second. You never answered before. Is he not treating you well?
His tail is
No
not
one-
wagging.
No one ever treats me well.
No one ever treats you well. Well, that's unacceptable. I think that everybody should be
It
treated-
is what it is. It's just the way of things. I've gotten used to it.
I
Well,
asked what
think
his
could
name is.
change.
My name is Thurwig.
Greta Thurwig.
Well, I guess you could call me that.
He doesn't even fight for his own name.
So sad.
Thurwig,
Dude.
my friend, what if we could change all that? What if we could make Bogtown a nice place again? Would that be great?
He immediately says that's heresy, pulls out a shiv from his jacket, and goes after
Just
you.
runs me right through.
Oh, I'm not sure it's ever been a nice place.
I'll hand you that. What if it was nicer than this? People cordial, tricky toes out of here.
Then the master would come back. She's very mean too.
Oh, he's a holdover from the. Okay.
It's Felmog. Well, I don't know. I heard the master was concerned about what happened at the stone.
Yes,
Master's not so invincible, is she?
I was
Ben.
supposed to watch over things here.
Ben, can you make a perception check for him to see if he spots the Windy Whirl and recognizes it as a Felmog weapon?
That's a good call, George. I think he
it
would.
is. He,
Because
he
he's
really
all
would.
about.
He's
He's a
that.
blacksmith.
He's like
He's the
really
blacksmith.
He's a really good blacksmith, like a master
I
blacksmith.
did not know any of these things about him.
Oh, where did you get this?
The stone.
They gave it to you?
We took it right before we destroyed the stone.
I love it. I wasn't sure if we were going to tell him. I just
I'm
want to see
telling
what
him.
I want to see
I'm
where this
calling him.
goes.
I
I
think
want
we
to
can
see
use
where
him.
this goes.
I think that we can turn this guy to help us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he frowns when you say that. He says,
Oh, that was a bad thing to do.
It was, but you know why we did it? They weren't very nice to us. And we deserve people to be nice to us, don't we?
Sounds psychotic. I don't like when people are nice to me. So I blew up their house.
So lead me to Goad's room.
"Hooch, make
Yeah.
a charm check. It's -1 because you're glowing."
Because you're glowing green.
That's not bad. That's not
a
bad.
7. That's a 7.
Success with a twist.
He doesn't want to hurt anybody.
Yeah, I think he's starting to listen to you, but he's also a little afraid of you.
I ask
That's okay.
if he feels that the destruction of the stone was bad because there was a lot of his value, like the things that he worked hard to create there. And if he had forges there that he used to use or something, and he was nostalgic for that.
Mm-hmm.
What do you plan to do? You're just two a bird and a mushroom?
I put my hand on his shoulder and I say, a bird and a mushroom dismantle the stone without much fanfare or remorse.
Then
Think what we
the
could
three
do
of
for
us do?
Bogtown. Yeah. I'll say we did it with your battle axe of the Shadu and your Windy Whirl mace in hand. I say, and the lion heart lurks in the streets, taking it back, foe by foe, in the hands of Brutus Martang. If all these things were your work, think of the good you could do for Bogtown.
I point at Brendo like, you tell it how it is.
Yeah. What about the tricky toes and the hinterlander?
We're going to run him out of town.
I say,
Mark my words.
Tell me of your homeworld, Lucio. I say, well, tell us of the hinterlander. Is he here?
Yes.
But
He's
why
a
is he
very
here?
Strange man.
He is a strange man.
Where's he at? Specifically. So we don't go
Oh.
there.
He's by Dwog's side.
Oh. And what about the drink?
In the Heartworm Hotel?
No, in there. He points.
Is by Dwog's side or Goad?
Oh, sorry, Goad.
Okay, no, it's fine. Yeah, I was like, oh, this is even more interesting. Like guarding him as he sleeps. That's creepy.
He has the Drake.
Hey,
He's
it's
its keeper. Although in recent days, the Drake has been very ornery.
interesting. Yeah, where's the Drake now?
He's in there too. He had a wild night last night. Did you hear?
Yeah,
We
did.
heard Wilhelm screams throughout the city. It was horrid.
Are you going to kill them?
No. Well,
Well,
hopefully it doesn't come to that.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you going to kill me?
Nah.
Mm-mm.
But like this, you and I were like buddies now. I fist bump him, but he doesn't know how to do it. Like he
He like
Culturally, he has
flinches
no
when you
idea.
hold up the fist. Yeah.
Just stand on your head.
and he just like tweaks it. He just breaks my neck instantly.
Yeah.
What?
I say, Thurwig, what is it that you desire?
A peaceful life, making things beautiful.
You know where you-
things.
I'm going to tell you a
Powerful
secret.
things.
I think that you should go to the Shrine of Ogo. I think that you'd find peace there, and you'd be safe.
I have my tools here.
Yeah, no, I get that. Yeah.
I've been over there.
Mhm.
They always shove pamphlets in my face. I can't read.
He's the illiterate one. I was wrong about my good news.
Yeah. Well, Brendo can read. I can read. I pretend to.
We spend the next 3 months teaching him how to read.
Yeah. We teach him how to read. He's become our project. We're gonna bring him back and make him live a full life.
Teach a wug to read.
You
I
hear
think
some
that-
like clatter behind
Yeah.
these like huge doors that lead into an audience chamber.
I say
Everybody
Thurwig.
hide.
Wow. No, I don't think we should pull Thurwig from this place. I mean, I think that like he's safe here
No, it's his
relatively.
home. But we should
Yeah.
kick the others out.
We could kick other people out of his home, and then we could take the vault
Yeah.
when our armies get here.
Our armies will hopefully arrive tomorrow.
Yeah.
At dawn at the fourth day.
Yes,
look to
yeah,
the
clearly.
east.
Gosh, okay, so I asked Thurwig, where is the Hinterlander's room?
He's with Go.
No, he's with Go, but that doesn't mean they're sleeping in the same room, right? I
Oh,
I
right,
assume he
right.
has his own room.
He's got his own chambers.
He has a bed at the foot of the bed, or a foot of Goad's bed.
No,
sleeps there like a
he
puppy.
explains the situation. It's sort of like Jabba's palace. It's like
Mhm.
everyone's just like
Always there.
hanging out. It's like
Yeah.
rambunctious, just hedonism.
I'm gonna say yate, yate, yato, and then walk into the room.
Oh my gosh.
Yate, yate, yato.
There are guards on the other side. They're probably drunk.
Take a snap of Rascal Cider. Good. We can use that. I throw him a can of Fizzy Whiz and I start marching towards the room.
Wait,
What?
the Drake is in there.
I know.
Okay.
I say, don't worry, that's good news. And I use my power.
Yes. Yes. I appreciate that.
Want to come up with a reason for the Drake being ornery. I mean, he could let's say that the Drake is dissatisfied being confined to the city, and he wants
Yeah.
to be elsewhere,
free.
anywhere but here. and
Yeah,
he's
right.
growing more and more incensed by this.
He's like chained up at night, and it's driving
Yeah.
him crazy.
That's not the case at all. He loves it here. He has endless food. It's like a buffet. It's like a golden corral to him.
It's a golden corral.
Is that a thing? Is it hometown? It's
The
gold.
golden corral is a thing.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Like,
What's your total?
3.
Okay. I was just gonna say it was like a bad 1
Yeah.
to 2 might cause some hijinks.
Yeah, which would have been entertaining and given us XP.
I'm going to. I think I'm going to try to bribe the drunk guards.
Okay.
First, I want to sneak in there. Like, I'm going to sneak in to be unnoticed by the Drake specifically.
It's like a lava lamp walking into a dark room.
Oh yeah, I forgot I'm glowing. Self-imposed mutation. I didn't have to do it at all.
It's really a good look though. It's very funny.
Okay. How do I even explain it? How do I explain it?
You should just go in and be like a belly dancer or something.
Oh, okay. I know what I want to do. I know what to do. I'm going to use I'm going to use trickery, and I'm going to pretend to be a ghost.
A goose.
I'm going to pretend to be a ghost, and I'm going to not sneak in, and I'm going to stumble in like a zombie and be like, "Oh, my spirit persists, and I am angry."
Goad wakes up with a start, yells, "Get him!" and everyone descends upon you.
And that was how Hooch died.
Yeah.
In the second to last quest.
And Brendo's slowly backing out of the vault.
Can you make a trickery check?
Yes. You need it.
Nice.
It's a 10.
Most people are asleep, but Goad,
That's fine.
Goad, the guards are just like, "Oh," and Goad, he's on his throne, just like draped over it. And he goes, "Oh, what? Who are you?
Goad.
What do you want, ghost?"
I'm the ghost of Groucho. I
Wow.
alone know your
Wow.
secret.
What are you talking about? Kill that thing. It's a ghost.
If someone tries to attack me, I'm going to disappearing act.
Yes.
And be
Everyone-
like, "You can't kill what is already dead."
There are a couple guys that draw their weapons, but they don't do anything yet.
Okay.
And then, James, you see off in the corner, like it's a pretty huge like audience chamber,
Sure.
Mhm.
and
Auditorium.
the Drake is chained up and like snarling now. And you see the Hinterlander. He's like Boba Fett, just like standing there. He wasn't sleeping.
He's watching this whole thing. So go, George. Let me get this straight because my entire plan hinges on this.
Oh, boy.
Goad was going to betray Chumbry, or we tried to get him to betray him, or did any of that happen?
No, Goad had actually told us to kill Chumbry.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Then that was my plan, to be like, I know your
Yeah.
secret. I know that you are plotting against Chumbry.
Goad the Toad wants us to take out the big boss. We convince him to release Underbrink in exchange for our help killing the big boss. We leave and the Hinterlander finally catches up to us. Then we next quest Crossbow the Hinterlander. He wants us to hunt the Drake. Oh my god, the Hinterlander must really hate us. We convince him that we'll help again.
Yeah, he does.
And we all go back to Pander's Inn. And then we knock out a human guy who has a Goad the Toad tattoo and a notebook with info on Goad.
What is the info?
I think we gave it to Peachy Keen Eyes who worked for Underbrink.
All right.
Anyway,
That's what I go the Toad. I know your secret. I know that that you plan to betray Chumbry.
What? That's not true.
That, and you don't have enough money to pay this hinterlander.
oh, I want that to be true so bad.
The hinterlander shoots him a look.
This is all I can do. I'm just running with this.
Am I dreaming? What's Hinterlander? Am I dreaming? The guy, the hinterlander doesn't speak, but he's just like shakes his head.
This is going down right now.
I'm excited about the direction this is headed in. Let me see if there's anything to do to help it carry on.
Well, I'm about to use blame game.
Amazing.
I'm going to use a tricky trick to use blame game to blame. I'm choosing a myth deed that he has been squirreling away all the extra money for himself and plans to, I'm going to say this, whether it's true or not. He plans to skip town.
Nice.
Yeah, even if it might be preposterous. Okay.
Wow. Yes.
Yes. That's a crit. I know you've got all of the money and you plan to skip town. I know your secrets. I'm the ghost of Groucho.
Hey, boss, what's this guy talking about? You holding out on us?
I'm going to Song Weaver from the other side of the door, like the back of the room, kind of, to make them like deeply feel like anger and betrayal towards Goad. All right, it's a 10.
That'll do it.
From outside, you hear just like a din of people waking up and being pissed off, and some of them are still
This
drunk.
is going to go really well.
Some of them are still drunk.
So there's a lot of clatter.
Yeah, the orcs and Kira's Ungul, they're just like all wake up angry, fighting each other.
You see, Hooch, that the Drake is just getting agitated by this and says, "Quiet."
Drake says quiet.
I want to think. I want to believe that he sounds dumber than that. Can you do dumber?
Wow. Wow.
Make a percent.
Can you sound dumber?
Make a perception check, Hooch.
Perception. Oh dear. I'm not perceptive. It's 4.
All right. All you notice is that
I owed it. Hold on. I'm sorry. I was trying to write down. Can you do dumber? Ooh. I use a quest point. You get to reroll it.
I do. I get to reroll it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Right. That's how it works. Yeah.
Same thing.
Same roll.
Okay. Good.
Oh,
You have no bonuses.
No bonuses.
All right. You just noticed that the Drake is angry, and Goad like stands up on the throne. Is like,
Calm down, everybody. Calm down. This ghost doesn't know what he's talking about. I'm not holding out on anybody. I pay you good. Good.
Can I narrator the desired outcome of the situation? I'll be brief. And then as he stood up, several bags of ancient coins came tumbling out from his waistcoat. Gold coins works too. Loose change. I just wanted to like look bad.
Stacks of cash.
Yeah.
comical amount of cash falls out of his way.
Comic. Okay. And inspire was make sure that I get this right. I'm going to add a quest point and make it a 9.
All right. All hell breaks loose. Dozens of guys just like go for the gold and the ancient coins that fall out, and Goad like stumbles over them off the throne. He's like trying to scramble away. And then the Drake like bites one of the guys. It's like
it's like the T-Rex in Jurassic Park.
And the Hinterlander looks like he can't control this thing. He's like trying to pull on him like the chain, and it's not working.
It's like the Rancor.
Can I use slingshot?
That's awesome.
I really want I want to undo the chain somehow.
Yeah, it's can you slingshot it or
Hooch, you notice that the Hinterlander undoes the chain.
Oh, he's into this. He wants bloodshed. I panic.
I love it.
But then he goes over to Goad.
Like he's gonna like bodyguard him out of there.
Yeah, it looks like he's trying to do that.
I'm gonna bust in the room and epic solo him.
Just sliding on your knees, like slamming.
Gosh, this is a really bad idea. It's gonna be a charm check. Ooh, a 7. Well, I'm not in the conflict, I guess, so it would automatically distract an NPC without having to roll on it. Or is it that I slide in and I'm suddenly in conflict? At which point, I would not distract a bruiser, but I would distract some goons. But I only want to really distract one guy.
Yeah, I mean, this is a conflict, so you'd be
okay
in it.
It does. Yeah, I mean, some guys might look at me, but I don't think I'd get his attention.
Okay. Yeah. He you can make a perception check now, Brendo.
Okay. Ooh, actually, is it +1 or is it +3? It's +3. I had upgraded that, so that's going to be a 7.
Nice.
Yeah. I spent the skills to pay the bills.
Okay, he definitely looks different than you remember him.
Like not the same guy.
Like
hard to tell.
Yeah, and he's not wearing the same. You can't see his face.
Okay, that's interesting. He doesn't seem to react to like my presence at all. Like he doesn't see me and be like, "Oh,
oh, you again."
No, he does not.
So I'm just another guy who slid into this room wailing on a guitar. This is fascinating. This may not actually be the Hinterlander. This is all very interesting. This is going to be a really long notes for the next time. I'm sorry in advance.
It's good.
They're kind of all over the place too.
Good. We got to kill time. You know, we got
to.
Wow. Getting paid by the second here, guys.
Let's see. What should we do? What?
I know.
My next move was to tackle the Hinterlander so that Dwog, Goad the Toad would be left behind.
I want to use Relic of Old and Discover with my +1 treasure hunting unicorn ring, mythic horde, and just ignore the rest of what's going on.
Little help over here. Hey,
Yeah.
I'm really busy. Just like go
Yeah.
to treasure.
Well, let's structure this.
Let's structure it, please. I need structure in my
Sorry.
life. No, I agree. I agree.
Hooch, you are in the middle of chaos. You will get attacked if you just stand there.
Okay, I
You
am
may
gonna
get
use
attacked if you do something.
I'm gonna use disappearing act for sure to
Nice.
like just vanish from the scenario.
Vanish.
It's a 7. It's a 7.
Success with a twist. Say,
I'm glowing.
you are glowing. You look like
it cuts to
a predator.
curtain.
Like
Yeah. It cuts to like a curtain, and you can just see my outline.
Like the glow. Yeah.
so say like the Drake is definitely aware of your presence.
Oh boy. Hate the Drake. Hate the Drake.
Brendo, what are you doing?
Man, I just don't know. I think one thing that I could do. So the Hinterlander is trying to get this guy out of here. This Hinterlander is trying to get this guy out of here, and the Drake is unleashed. Can I make the Drake
not so angry with us?
Well, yeah, that's kind of what I was gonna go for. I was gonna use my last quest point in Songweaver one more time, and to make the creature feel like an unrelenting anger towards Goad. Like it's just like this deep-seated hatred of this man who he perceives as having imprisoned him, even though he's really dumb.
He loves it.
He loves being in the city, but he maybe he hates being the Folander.
The Folander is really good.
What do you think, Ben? Can we go along those lines?
Uh,
Or did previous roles kind of invalidate this line of reasoning?
Repeat exactly again.
I want the Drake to just be like laser focused and have the most hatred towards Goad himself.
Is he too dumb though to do that?
I know. I don't know. He might be.
Oh, and
He
it
might
comes
be.
back full circle.
No, I mean, but like, or is he so
Revenge.
dumb that like, he just like hates anything wearing red and it's fat like Goad or something?
Indiscriminate destruction and rage.
Fine with that too. Which is what the Folander wanted anyways, right? Because he
kind of
unchained
what is happening.
Yeah. I just want him to. I want the Drake to like be basically an impediment to their escape.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's fine. Roll it.
Okay. Inspire. Ooh. Oh, okay. I mean, 9er.
9er indeed. 9er indeed.
Okay. You're not sure which, but it could be that he's just has anger towards the Hinterlander.
Mm-hmm.
But he kind of like spits out a dude that he bit and like stretches his wings and like leaps over the throne towards them.
Oh my god.
It's like a raptor.
Yeah, jumping up in the kitchen scene.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have an idea. I now know what I'm
It's all
doing.
Jurassic Park all over again.
So we don't have to roll for any other like fighting that goes on there. Let's just kind of like, I guess we could see.
It's like
I have one idea of what I could possibly do. I want to use Slingshot to sever the cable of a chandelier to come down on the throne and like a Scooby-Doo effect, like capture, like put like a ring around him.
That would be really, really, really funny.
Okay.
Chandelier.
Sorry, the dice roller's not rolling.
Oh my god, yes.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, it falls down comically. They kind of spin like they're trapped in a hula hoop, and they're just like prime target for the Drake. The Drake leaps at them as other Tricky Toe gang members are like going after them too, and he just like clobbers those people.
It's just a bunch of like boggart and goblin pizza all over the ground.
I'm just gonna roll like a I don't want to do like blow for blow here.
Yeah.
Ben, if you roll a critical failure, though, can it be that the Hinterlander and Goad, like in the chandelier, end up on their side and just roll away?
Creating a chase where,
yeah.
Oh, that was so close.
Yeah, it's very close. Can I ode that guy?
Yes.
Well, I was actually more rolling from the perspective of Goad and.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna let that be.
That makes more sense.
Um,
Much more sense, my dear man.
So that's a failure with a plus. I think that means the Hinterlander escapes, and
but can his helmet come off?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a big tussle, and like the Drake is like he's got the chandelier and is like
he's like got it by the chain and like it's like whipping it around like a flail. Goad screaming.
Goad is screaming. Goad is like he's a real hefty guy. He's not very nimble. Whereas the Hinterlander is like you notice that he's amazing. His helmet comes off and you see that it's Cade Cadaran.
Yes.
No, it's amazing.
That's amazing. You see that he's amazing.
He kind of slips out of like being destroyed, and Goad, he's going to get eaten if you don't stop it.
Why would we stop it?
The Hinterlander seems to want to stop it.
That means he might be valuable.
You mean Cade? Let's call Cade.
Yeah, he's like torn between like putting the mask back on his face, and helping Goad.
This is really interesting.
Okay. I do I perceive this? Do I see this? Like I can see Cade hesitate. He like wants to get Goad out of there.
Yeah.
Can I
go ahead?
I was gonna say, as my action, can I throw him his helmet?
You would have to go in there. I don't think you've been in there.
I would like Caleb Corbishian and chuck in the helmet.
Like a shadow sweeping.
Mm-hmm.
I want to use Tumblr and do a remarkable acrobatic feat.
Use those remarkable acrobatic feet.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do Tumblr and try to like somersault forward and like use my mushroom head to punt Goad to safety out of the clutches of the dragon or the Drake.
I'm out of odds.
That's a 6. It's a 6.
So the twist, I think, is
the twist is
you.
I get eaten. I knew
You give
before
the Drake
anything needed to be
indigestion.
said what the twist
Yeah.
would be.
You get attacked at least.
Okay.
Let me pull up a Drake here. You haven't even done that yet.
Oh boy. Don't pull up the Drake.
Hate the Drake.
Drake. Okay, this is a black Drake, immune to diseases and curses. It
Immune to
attacks
curses.
you.
Okay. Not a crit at least. Oof.
That's a hit for sure.
Hit with a counterattack.
just gonna like boop the snoot. Oh
Does
Lord.
6 shred to you.
That's an 11. Can I use a quest point to make it a 12?
It is -2.
Oh,
Defense.
that's nothing. I do hit it though, and I'm gonna hit it hard. It's 7 dread.
So you guys are in this like back and forth tussle, like rah, rah. And it attacks you again with the counterattack.
Oh god.
That would be another
-2.
hit with a counterattack.
Oh jeez. This is.
Oof.
Oh.
It's a 10.
I'm down. I'm down for sure.
Do you want to block? You can
Oh
block.
yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, blocking your shield.
4, 6. Still down. I'm down.
Okay.
Roll a
It happens in slow motion as I'm like coming up to hit it again with the windy world.
vitality check to see if you're wounded by the Drake.
I'm woundless.
Brendo. Kate Cateran curses. He's
It's a family show, Ben. He yells curses.
He leaps up to wrest Hooch from the jaws of death.
Shaking his head like Matt Mardigan. Because he's got to do everything.
We're ruining it all. I love it.
He does it with a twist. What is the twist?
He loses his foot.
Straight up automatic loss of foot.
Yeah, foot loss.
He pulls you out of its mouth.
But his cloak gets snagged by its claw or something.
Why you don't wear capes, man?
Yeah.
I'm going to say his cover's been blown.
Okay. That's better than him dying again.
And he grabs you and runs for the door. And Goad is like, "What? Who are you?" And but there's like still Drake chaos going on.
I wonder if we should do some like rolls to see who survives and if the Drake is like wounded in any serious manner.
I think the Drake is going to clean up in there because they were all like asleep and drunk.
Yeah, it's like a really funny. Yeah,
they're gonna get
everywhere we go, we just like destroy the entire.
They lost its stronghold.
location.
That's for sure.
Yeah,
they lost their stronghold.
Are you guys running?
Yeah,
I've been gone.
Yeah, he's at the horses already, and he's convinced Thorweg to come with us.
Yeah.
All right, what should we roll?
Me.
What should we roll? We'll roll to see if Goad survives.
Okay.
We'll roll to see if
the dice gods have any kindness, they won't let Snatch and Plucky die and then Goad live.
We'll roll to see if like the Drake unluckily gets killed.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, this would change things.
I'm gonna give it disadvantage though. There's just a lot of guys in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
mm-hmm.
All right, first Goad. I'm just gonna make it a flat roll because he's just
mm-hmm.
He survives. He
He
escapes.
survives.
He's a wily son of a gun.
Yeah, despite his size, he moves quite quickly.
When needed, he can.
He's
He's
like hides behind the curtains and just like
watches the whole thing unfurl, and he's never the same afterwards.
He goes to the Shrine of Ogo to repent for all of his sins at the end of this.
All right.
Change mun.
The Drake is fighting. Otherwise the Drake is going to clean up and just like eat all these people. Or just everyone's going to flee type thing.
Come on, double ones. Oh no, he's
The Drake unscathed by anything. It cuts to the Drake burping.
Yeah. Femur flies out of his mouth. Clean.
So that's interesting. Yeah, you find yourselves running with Kate Cataran through the snow. He says, "What the hell are you doing here?"
You could have given us a signal or something.
Yeah,
I have no idea.
This is what happens. Yeah, this is what happens when you keep writing cryptic notes and don't tell anybody anything.
Yeah, we can't read.
I was in deep cover.
Mm-hmm.
So are we.
Taking me weeks to do that.
What were you even doing?
I was trying to get close to Goad.
You were close to Goad.
So are we.
Exactly, but I was trying to get to Dwog.
Oh, we've got a plan for that.
Yeah, your plan, I'm sure, involves sneaking in and fighting your way. I wanted to get sat right next down. I wanted to sit right next down. I can't speak.
I wanted to sit right next down.
Hey, have another drink.
Down next to.
Sit right down next to him.
Well, that we can't
Talk.
do. I'll admit, we can't.
Wait,
do that, but we were gonna
talk.
sit in.
You're gonna talk with this madman
before I break his neck.
That's fair. That's fair. I'm suddenly like not so sure about the scenario.
Yeah, I say I don't know if this is a great plan. Yeah.
Well, I feel like we accomplished our mission with the vault. I mean, we wanted to run the Tricky Toes out of there. Let the town know that they're not invincible.
Yeah.
I guess it could have gone worse.
That's true. Thanks, by the way.
He's like, that's not what I meant.
He's running. He's like,
Gazelle.
Where are you guys staying? What is going on?
We're hanging low at the Shrine of Ogo. Laying low. Hanging out.
Low hanging fruit.
I don't know if we can go back there right now.
It's a blizzard.
Lay low somewhere else real quick.
Oh, can you Rascal Knight us a place?
I could. I was going to go to Charlie's Chop Shop.
Is that?
I know a guy. Because he's like a Maisel guy.
That's true. Yeah, we're in an alley.
We get there.
Beats us up a little.
Ground.
Yeah, go to Kelly's.
No one told you.
And they crucified him. It's over.
Yeah,
we could sneak into Pandora's because it's all boarded up. No one would know.
All right, let's do it.
All right. I elbow through the glass of a random window and sneak in.
Yeah.
We can go to the hidden chamber underneath where they have the bard shows.
There are like 40 bards down there.
Depressing in here. There's cobwebs and dust starting to gather. You see there's like stains, like it got bloody in here. There was a
oh jeez.
It's like the Bard Massacre of 1942.
Wow. The Bard Massacre. It's so sad. All right. I take my shirt off and cover myself in war paint, preparing for the next quest.
You guys, you talk with Kate Cataran. He's impressed by your exploits at the stone. He had a feeling that it was you.
That's what is the best thing, is that he had a feeling it was us. Which means that we've made some ding in the universe.
Or something.
But yeah, his plan was to, get to the point where he would go and meet with Dwog with Goad, because that would happen eventually, he thought.
It turns out it wouldn't happen eventually.
Good news.
Yeah.
Good news. It was never going to happen. So
our way was the really smart
So
way.
we did you a favor.
We did you a favor. You should respect us. The XP you earned, you should just give to us.
Yeah. I keep trying to say good news, but it doesn't work. Some out of uses.
All right. I don't know. We maybe want to end it there.
Yeah, probably.
Today.
Safe and sound in the ruins of Pandora's cider house. And we found Kate Cataran. The vault has been placed into disarray.
Yeah.
And next quest, we find our way into Heartworm Hotel.
For another random dungeon in which
we die.
You spend
we
all your
blow
keys
all the
finding
keys on magic
cord.
items.
Yep. But it almost always pays off.
Almost. Awesome. All right. Well, thank you everybody for joining the Land of Eem stream, and special thanks to our patrons who this week got a little special something, the new Tycoon class to playtest. So let us know what you think of that. And
brand new patron to thank as we were playing. Thank you, Adam, for joining us.
Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Let us know how you enjoy the new class and all the goodies. And if you're looking for a game to play Land of Eem, there are always pickup games happening on the Discord. Just check out the Looking for Group channel, and you will certainly be able to find a game, or you can kick on off yourself. And if you would like to check out the Quick Start Guide, go to landofelem.com. You can download it for free.
Excellent.
Yeah. All right. Take it easy, everybody.
Thanks, everybody. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.